Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Chenelle, the owner of 3 Balls Handmade Soaps and More. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make this all-natural oatmeal bath bomb. Alright y'all, so as always, this is what we got on the table, what we're going to be working with. Got some gloves, I have my mixing bowl here, got some protective eyewear. We got some colloidal oats, since this is a oatmeal bath bomb. We got our wire whisk. Got some measuring spoons. I just got a little squirt bottle here with some witch hazel in there. And then I have this egg crate here thingy, if I can grab it. We're just gonna put the bath bombs on here to let them sit and dry out. And then we're gonna be using cream of tartar today instead of citric acid. And we got some baking soda here. We have some safflower oil over here. I have this little mixing bowl that I'm going to use to add my, to pour my safflower oil in here before I add it into my dry ingredients. And then I have these measuring cups. We have some kaolin clay back here in the corner, right there, somewhere. My kaolin clay right there. And then I have my my bath bomb molds. Now I personally like to use these molds here, the plastic ones. To me, they work a lot better. For me, they work a lot better. Now these right here, I don't like these at all. I can never get them to cooperate. They just, yeah. So we're gonna be using these plastic ones, and I will have these linked down below. They came in like all different sizes. This one right here is a little bit smaller, as you can see, a little bit smaller, and then they just get smaller like from there. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna clean off my table, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so first up we have our baking soda, and I will have the ingredients listed down below so that way you can try this as well. But first up we have our baking soda, and this is pretty much just the main ingredient, one of the main ingredients, and this right here is what is going to cause our bath bombs to fizz once they come in contact with water. Alright, so now I have my cream of tartar here, what I'm measuring up right now. So this cream of tartar is used to help stabilize the bath bombs, and it is also going to aid in the fizzing reaction once our bath bombs come in contact with water. Alright, so next up we have some good old safflower oil. Now I personally love using safflower oil. It doesn't leave the skin feeling greasy. To me, it does not leave like a greasy feel on the skin at all whatsoever. And yeah, I just all around just love this oil. Play around with the different oils to see which one you like the best. Grapeseed, sweet almond oil, all that other good stuff. Just play around with the different ones. And this is the safflower oil is good for soothing irritated skin, like inflammation, stuff of that nature. So again, just play around with the different oils and pick the one you like the best. Alright, so next up I have my colloidal oats, and my recipe actually called for 1 tablespoon, and I forgot, and I realized it whenever I dumped in that first teaspoon, so I had to go back and add in 2 more teaspoons. So 3 teaspoons equal 1 tablespoon. And then I just went in with 1 large teaspoon of kaolin clay. Next up, I just mixed it all together, mixed up my dry ingredients, and this right here is where you definitely kind of want to wear your mask and your protective eyewear, because those little particles were definitely flying. I don't know if you guys can see that on my camera, but right now I'm just going to slowly add in my safflower oil and kind of give this a stir as I'm adding it in. Alright, so once I had everything mixed together, I then went in with some witch hazel and then just started to spritz my mixture. Now, you don't want it to be drenched, just spritz it and then kind of stir. Just spritz and stir, and then you'll see like it'll start to have like a wet look, and then just kind of grab a little bit in your hand to see if you can squeeze it. If you squeeze it and it stays together, then you're good to go. But you'll see eventually like it's gonna start to have like this wet look. Alright, so right here is what I was talking about. If you squeeze it in your hand and it stays together, then you're good to go. And I did it again, squeezed it, it stayed in my hand. But however, I still wanted to give it just one more spritz just to be sure. Alright, so here is the wet look that I was telling you guys about. So then it was time for me to go ahead and put this in my mold. First, I started by taking just a little bit of oats, putting them in the bottom, the one half of this mold here. Then I fill that up, kind of using my thumb a little bit to kind of pack it a little bit, but not pack it. I just press down on it and then again fill it, take the two halves and combine them. I like to twist. I noticed that when I twist it, instead of me just pushing it together, it's a lot easier for me to get the mold to close, to get the two halves to come together whenever I kind of twist it. Alright, so now I am just going to take my plastic spoon and just tap along the sides to kind of release the bath bomb out of the mold. If you try to take it off, if you tap for a little bit and you try to take it off and it does not come off, just tap it again. Don't try to force it because you will break it. You will cause the bath bomb to like split. And just like that, it comes right out of the mold, and y'all look at how smooth that is. That was very, very smooth. Always try to take like the bottom portion off, especially whenever you have stuff like on the top that like if you use lavender or something like that, you put lavender buds in there or something, or rose petals. Just try to remember to take the bottom portion off first, so that way you don't have all that stuff coming off and onto your hand, so you hate to have to mess up your top. But again, here I am just showing you guys how I did that. This is the second bath bomb that I did, and for this recipe I was able to get 4. I think I had like 4 big ones. And these right here, these bath bombs weigh about 6 ounces. With using this mold right here, I think they weigh about like 6 ounces. And if you guys are enjoying this video thus far, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. And if you have not done so, consider subscribing to our channel. We really do appreciate the love and support. And again, one last time, we put the oats in the bottom, put the mixture in our mold, kind of press it down just a little bit, fill it up, and then we go on to our second half, grab some more of our, I don't know why I showed the safflower oil, but grab some more of our mixture, and again put that in the other half of our mold, and then we're going to take the two, combine them together, and then we just twist. I noticed that when I twist them, when I twist the two halves, it's a lot easier for me to get them to come together. When I don't twist them, I kind of have like this thick ring around my bath bombs. But so we just combine the two halves together, and then if you need to, use a spoon to tap along the outside, and then you're just going to release it. Using the spoon should cause it to release. If you try to take it apart and again it does not come apart, do not continue to pull on it. Just continue to beat it a little bit with the spoon and it will eventually release. And then we're just going to put it over there on our little egg crate and let it dry out, and that kaolin clay is going to help it dry out. I like to let mine sit overnight, and just let them dry out overnight. And right here I'm just trying to scrape up this last little bit, and I use this really small bath bomb mold. So I was able to get 4 large ones and then one itty bitty bath bomb, one teeny tiny bath bomb. Alright, so now that we are all done making our all natural bath bombs, I wanted to show you guys how they fizz. Again, I let mine sit for 24 hours, but for the purposes of this video, I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys see how they do. So right here, I'm just going to drop one in this water that I have here, and y'all look at that fizz. And this actually started to like overflow a little bit, but you'll see in a sec. I think I got it in here, but you'll see in a sec where it kind of like the fizz, the foam, the bubbles were kind of starting to come out of my container here. But y'all let me know if you try this recipe down below. If you do try it, come back and let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think and all that other good stuff. And right here I kind of zoomed in a little bit so that way you guys can see that it was indeed still foaming, still bubbling up. And I actually picked it up so that way you can kind of see like how much was left, and I still had like a pretty good amount left. And like I said, I love the way that this feels on my skin. It does not leave like a greasy residue at all. I know some oils, to me, in my opinion, they leave a greasy residue on the skin, and I didn't want that. But here it is again, y'all, still foaming, and as you can see, it's literally like at the top, and I was like, oh my goodness. But that's pretty much all I have for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know down below. Leave us a like, and if you have not done so already, please consider subscribing to our channel. And to all of our wonderful subscribers out there, we thank you guys so much, and until next time, I will see you guys later.